Hey guys, real quick, I just wanted to welcome you. I'm going to do a real quick video because I was going to do a quick review, and then I thought you guys had pretty decent grades, so I wanted you guys to see if you can do the final on your own. We're going to do a real quick video because some of you guys can use the extra points. So if you're in my class and you're watching this, you guys know the drill. You know what to do for the extra credit. If you're watching this from just being a sub, this is going to be a real quick video about interior angles and similarity, just really quick, all right? So when I was teaching the units that I had, I got a lot of emails on these right here. So real quick, I'm going to try to do this as fast as possible. I'm not going to go over the concepts too much because I want this video, interior angles, to be really short. But it might end up being like 10 or 15 minutes. So interior angles of regular polygons. So if you guys remember, regular, well, interior means inside. Regular is the key word right there. Regular means equilateral, equiangular. So all the sides are equal, all the angles are equal. Okay, so that's the important part right here. And first of all, you need to know the formula for this. So the formula is going to be theta is equal to n minus 2, 180, parentheses n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. So that's the main one right there. N is equal to number of sides right here. Okay, so what's going to happen is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about a lot of this stuff right here. And I'm just going to give you a real quick example of if they give you the interior angle, one interior angle of the polygon, and they want you to figure out the sides, you can go backwards because you got to do a little bit of algebra on this one, which is kind of confusing for students. So let's say they give you 120 degrees interior angle of regular polygon. How many sides? Okay. Okay, so let's say this is the key one right here, interior. That's going to be where theta goes. Theta just means angle. We usually use it to denote an angle in math. So we'll go 180 n right there. Okay. We're going to get rid of the n on the bottom, so we're going to multiply both sides by n. Okay. So then you're going to have 120n is equal to n minus 2 times 180. 180n minus 360, 120n, subtract 180n right there. So what you're going to have is minus 60n, negative 360, divide both sides by negative 60. So n is going to end up being 6. So the number of sides for this particular example is going to be 6. So when you see that, you have to know this formula right here. And then to derive it going backwards, you have to use your algebra to solve for that. So if you want to pause that right there, I'm going to switch screens really quick. Pause that, copy that down right. Oh, I've got to move that. I hate it when I do that. I always leave the cursor right there. So copy down that, study that, and that's going to be the interior angles formula for that. Okay. Next, we're going to go real quickly to two small problems. The triangle similarity problems. Okay, so this is similarity, not congruency, so do not confuse that. So let's go and move this up just a tiny bit. So we'll go triangle similarity, which is the very key part of this. A, which stands for angle right here. Okay. So similarity, the theorem states that you just have to match two angles, and if you can match two angles up, then the triangles are similar. So let's say, is triangle ABC similar to triangle DEF? Okay, so we'll write question mark right there, and here's kind of this is a good example that a lot of students really see right here, is that they'll have this right here. I might get the letters wrong, so I might have to change that. But we'll say that we'll have this, we'll have this. This will be, actually, I'm going to rewrite. I already know I'm going to rewrite the, I'm going to rewrite that. So what I'm going to say is, are those triangles similar? And what's going to happen is that if we can find two angles that are equal to each other, then they're similar. Okay, so here's what you would do. You know that these little triangles right here means they're parallel, so we're going to use that in a second. But there's one set of angles you should know right away that are congruent, and it's going to be those two right there. So that's pair. Those are what we call vertical angles, so those are always congruent no matter what. And right here for these lines, those little triangles means that those are parallel. Okay? So you can have, actually you can prove that all three of these angles are equal. Those are what we call alternate interior angles, and these are alternate interior angles right there. So we've actually proved that three of these angles are congruent. Therefore, by angle, they are similar. So what you would write is that you would write yes, similar. The reason why is angle right there. Okay? So there's that's how you solve that one right there. Go ahead and take a snapshot, take a picture of that really quick. Moving on to the next one, we'll go ahead and flip this page over, use the back side of this paper. We're going to use triangle similarity. We're going to use triangle similarity, side angle side. Now, this is similarity, remember, not congruency, so they're not going to look the same. And what's going to happen is that for similarity on side angle side, this is going to be a fraction, and the angles have to match up. So it's going to be like 5/8 or, 9/10. But we'll go ahead and draw two triangles, and we'll draw them out. We'll draw kind of a small one right here and kind of a medium-sized one right here, okay? So we'll draw those two out real quick. And I'll make it an easy fraction just to prove the point, but we'll say that this is that, and that, and that, and we'll say that this is like 34 degrees. So they're going to ask you to show if those triangles are similar, and this is how you're going to do this. We have the matching side. It's like a sandwich. The interior or included angle is the sandwich meat on both of these, okay? And then we have the other sides right here. So what I like to do is write small angle, large, okay? So the way you would do this is that if you look at this, we know that the good thing to do is to start out with the angles because they're both 34. So it's 34 degrees, okay? When you go from left to right on the small triangle, we're going to go the small side, which is 3, because 7 is bigger than 3. We're going to go small over small, which is going to be 3 divided by 6, okay? Which reduces down to 1/2. So that's what we have right there. On the large side, we're going to have 7 divide sine 14, which is going to reduce down to 1/2. Now, you can actually say that these are similar because proportion, so we'll say proportion, angles match up, proportion, side angle side. So when you write this down, you've just proved that these triangles are similar. So you'd write yes, similar, side angle side. So that's the answer for that one right there, okay? So pause that right there, look at that one, and we'll go ahead and kind of, let me see if I can remember. I'll try to real quick to remember one. If I can't think, I'll end the video right here. But so you've learned interior angles, angle, side angle side, and yeah, I think that was the only ones that we had. I had a lot of questions on the interior angles and those similarity parts right there. I had some kite questions, but I don't want to make up. Real quickly, I'll do this because I didn't make up a question for this. But the characteristics of kites is that, and I'll keep this short, is that the opposite sides are equal to each other right there, and then you have those right there. So I don't have any letters, so like they're going to give you like, okay, this is 10 inches, so you'll know that this is 10 inches, and this is like 3 inches, and this one's 3 inches. I didn't make a problem up for that, but that was one of the few mistakes that a lot of students make. So other than that, if you're in my class, the extra credit will be, shoot, I didn't even think about this either. My favorite food, so all you got to do, email me. You guys know my email address, or you can actually just email me because it makes it easier to put it in the grade book. My favorite food is fried chicken, but don't eat too much fried chicken because it's bad for you, okay? So just email me that, put my favorite food is fried chicken, and other than that, you'll get your points added in. Make sure to do the evaluations, make sure your parents do the evaluations because I'm going to add those points in shortly. And just make sure you have everything turned in so that when I put in final grades, you'll be absolutely sure you got the maximum amount of points. So other than that, have a good day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.